Hi, this is Zolan, and welcome to my weekly madness. The only thing I have to give as a warning is we will talk about everything, anything, nothing, and it may not always be child safe. So all I can suggest is if you are a minor, go get your fucking parents. That's all. Hey, welcome to Z's Weekly Madness. And yes, this week we actually have a guest. This person, many of us have already known, we've seen her work, but I'm showing this image here, this infographic, because without even knowing who she was, this infographic was my biggest help in 3D printing next to the Edutech series of videos that helped me set up my Ender 3. And of course, that person is Billy. Hi, Billy.
Hello.
And of
Thank you.
course, we have a Devin.
Hey.
Hello, Devin.
So, of course, the first question is what brought you into 3D printing?
Oh, me? I bought my first 3D printer from a grocery store called Aldi that we have here in Australia, which is cheap groceries. And I didn't realize 3D printers had come down so much in price. I first looked at them when they were, you know, wooden wooden assembly things that you had to wire yourself, and thought that was too scary. But I bought it for 3D printing for D&D minis. I like playing Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, so that was my original intention. And I'd also had a project making dice that looked like crystals that I really wanted to create, and I knew my hands couldn't make accurate enough things to be used as dice. And so I'd investigated 3D printing them not too many months before that, but it was way too expensive. It was like $50 for one print. And it just wasn't enough for me to be doing a hobby fun sideline thing. But then when I saw I could buy a whole printer for like $400, I was like, yes, oh my God. Did not realize they were so cheap, and just fell head over heels in love with 3D printing as soon as I started.
Yeah, I've got multiple printers myself, and I've only been in it for about a year now.
See, now it's funny that you bought it from Aldi. So we have Aldi's kind of sparsely in the United States, and we have one where I live. And it's every time I saw that, ever since I saw the video from Maker's Muse, you can buy a 3D printer at Aldi's. Every time my mom would want to go to Aldi's for cheap produce, I was like, okay, I'm going to come with you just to see if they have a 3D printer in the store. And I have never found a 3D printer at Aldi's.
I think it might just be Australian ones, because the brand they sell is called Cocoon Create, which sells these when-how duplicator rebrand kind of things, but it's an Australian company. They're based in South Australia. So I think it might just be Australian Aldi's.
Okay.
But we have they sell random things all the time. I've seen lawnmowers there, and easels, and just random stuff. It's always fun though. But yeah, random.
We have an Aldi's here in Shawnee, Oklahoma as well. So just real quick, going down the list: Hi Viking, Dan, Greg, Chris, Justin, Tanny, WFO, and everybody else.
Shane.
Okay.
All good people. Hello, everyone.
So it sounded like Devin had another question. So go ahead.
So no, with the random, I got $50 worth of expo markers for my classroom for $5 last week.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I saw them and I just bought them out.
That's awesome. Okay, so I'm glad that Aldi still has the randomness thing in common.
Yeah, they've got two aisles of really random crap. I was like, okay.
That's awesome. So you teach face-to-face then?
Yes.
Normally. I mean,
and right now. And right now. I've got a majority of my students are hands-on.
Cool. Yeah, it would be hard to do that, not hands-on.
Considering I teach engineering and robotics, and it's been really difficult to do anything equitable for my distance learning kids.
Can only imagine. Yeah.
So I admit I have been going through your website as well.
I've been slowly building it. I'm in the process of building a timeline of things I've done, because that's kind of a dump of things I've done, but I need to get it more sorted.
And there was one, you've got plenty of things here that have caught my eye. Don't get me wrong. Your necklaces have caught my eye, the paper mache rabbit. But I did not see this until today.
Ah, yes. I wish I could find it. I literally was looking for it because I'm like, oh, that would be a neat thing to talk about. But yeah, so that's resin printed.
Ah, okay.
That
Yeah,
makes more
directly resin
sense.
printed. Yeah, so I mixed a white and a clear resin to make it kind of milky white. And then I added some glitter flakes to it of the colors that I thought an opal looked. And yeah, came out like that. I have a better GIF of it that is after it's been smoothed, and it really looks very natural. Like, because of the layering process of the resin printer, it actually flattens the glitter down so that I don't know whether you like know in a natural opal, you tilt it and it kind of has directions of shine, like directions of flare, and
Yes.
it like mimics that because of the flattening motion of the printer. So it looks very natural, like much more natural than just like putting glitter in resin, which is
And
yeah another
and
way to
here
do
I
it.
and here I was hoping that was FDM.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I have a resin printer, but I'm still not very good with it. Um, so I will admit that I made a huge mess the second time I tried to use it. Um,
Oh, they
I
are a bit messy.
also, unfortunately, I don't see them here, so maybe you have one on hand. Your keycaps.
Ah, yes, I do. I have them in my hands right now. These.
Whoa, wrong button. Let me try
Oh.
that again. I'm
These are
sorry.
my newest version, which have 7 holes across. And I printed these in resin as well. I got to get that centered. So yeah, I've done some little cute love hearts, and this just gives you a bit more space to work with, I think.
Okay.
But yeah. And I'm also working on some newer ones that have a different profile entirely. They've got like rounder sides and they look a bit more vintage, which I think actually kind of works better with the embroidery vibe.
Maybe interesting. I want to try that FDM, but I don't think it'll be. I don't think it'll work very well.
I think I might have to do a different model for FDM because I think if I was to do it, if I have it bridging the top layers in like a bunch of lines going this way and then a bunch of lines going that way, then
maybe
it should make the holes. Yeah, then maybe. Yeah, then maybe.
Yeah. Like
That's exactly what I mean.
printed
Yeah.
keycaps before, and just printed keycaps in general. They take a lot of sanding, and it's just they don't feel that great. And I ultimately just took them off and put the OEM ones back.
So remember, 9-10 months ago, there was that big fad going around of the planar printing, where the nozzle actually moves on the Z as it's moving as well.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that could be utilized.
Maybe.
Because then you have that little bit of a curve still, but you're following the curve, so you don't end up closing off the hole with a layer.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I was thinking just like a grid pattern laid, like so one layer goes that way and one layer goes that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I reckon that would work on FDM. I should try doing one for all my FDM friends. Yeah. But I think resin really is better suited to it. And there's different, like, there's Discord groups that are all about 3D printing keycaps and casting keycaps and stuff. And they have like these magic numbers. And so you can put your print on this certain angle and it will make it almost invisible. Like the voxels line up in just a certain way that you can't even really see any lines at all. It's amazing. So if it did no top layer and the right infill, yeah, that too.
Oh, actually, yes. You could probably actually
that would be quite cool.
Using one of the more open source slicers, you may be able to actually make those holes the infill.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That'd be really cool. Also, yes, sorry, Viking, no hair bow today, though I could get one. I have some flowery looking things over there. I could put something silly on my head. I do love a good silly thing on my head.
And I do see also you've been doing a lot of cosplay type style masks and stuff as well.
Yeah, so my background is in theatrical costume making. So less the cosplay sort of stuff and more the stage sort of stuff. But I don't work in that anymore, so it does end up being a bit more cosplay kind of things. But yeah, I really enjoy costume making. It's fun. I do a lot more sewing though. But yeah, that's from BioShock, which is one of my favorite video games.
I actually recognize it because, well, it's one of mine as well. And then there's this one as well.
Yeah, so this one's actually little. It's wee. But this is hydro dipped inverted commas. But you spray paint. If you just spray some spray paint into the top of water, then you can like dip a 3D print into it, and it comes out all fun. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to be myself testing to do some hydro dipping as well.
Hey, Dan. Sorry.
Because I have been starting to paint my quadcopter frames.
Oh, that's fun. So are you going to do it with the decals? Like, because you can buy sheets made for hydro dipping. Or are you going to do a cat? There's a cat.
Pixel.
This is Pixel. He is very large. And
He is large.
Fun fact, it's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Pixel. That's awesome.
Yeah, he is officially 4 today.
Wow. All grown up.
Yeah, he was knocking some stuff over, so I went and got him.
And there it is.
And there's
It's
a
perfectly
joke.
timed.
It's not a stream until Pixel moons the camera.
I love it.
Yep.
That's great. He looks lovely.
Yeah, no, I've started to paint them mainly because I put them in trees and then I can't find them.
Oh, so like
Maybe
bright orange or something?
Maybe you should fly them in a less treed area.
That would mean I have to leave my property.
Oh.
So the
Have
paint
less
I'm
trees on the
using,
property.
the paint I'm actually using is UV reactive as well. So what I wanted to see is I was going to do the whole spray paint on the water and then hydro dip with different colors of UV reactive paint and see how it comes out.
That'd be cool. And then what, like a UV torch or something?
I have to remember, torch means flashlight. Yes.
Flashlight, yes. I mean, it's a light-bringing object either way, right?
Yes. Yes. I have a small one already. It also does react to the UV light I have from my keyring.
Cool.
But I have a big one in my shopping cart that'll be ordered soon. It's like 2,000 lumen or something.
Wow. Don't look at that. I have also seen you can get that paint that they use for roads to make the little light up bits. It's like got glass shards in it or something. But maybe that'd be heavy glass shards now.
That would be heavy.
Yeah. That'd be pretty heavy.
I've had some of that paint.
Oh, that's cool. What'd you use it for?
We used it on a robot.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
The doy. What does the robot do?
Now, Devin does.
That was like 5 years ago.
Devin does a lot of 3D printing as well, including a 250% increased benchy.
No.
Was it like
that?
She's got it right next to her.
It is 278 because Justin did 275.
That's incredible. What machine was that printed on?
That is on a Raise 3D N2 Plus.
Awesome. Wow, that's huge.
So Justin is wondering what your favorite 3D print is.
Oh, of my own 3D prints?
Well, and I was going to actually add on to that. Yes, yours and someone else's.
Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, that's really hard. It would vary a lot depending on my mood.
I know
right
that.
Now, I'm really enjoying my keycaps. But I have historically really enjoyed like my necklaces because they're really fun to wear out. And, you know, people ask you where you got it from and you're like, I made it. And they're like, what? And you're like, I 3D print. And they're like, what? And that's always really fun for people who've never seen 3D printers work before to kind of explain it to them. So I really enjoyed that. But then there's like, I don't know, all sorts of things I really like. Oh, that's really, really hard. And then I see so many amazing projects all the time that I also really love. That's so hard.
That is.
I know, but that's like an impossible question.
I honestly do not think I could answer it myself right now.
Whoever I answer it, there'd be something I remember 5 minutes later that I also really, I don't know.
That was Justin. So we are 15 minutes in. We do have somebody. I don't expect them to talk too much, but they wanted to do something on stream for Devin. So here's Tanny.
Hello.
Hi, Tanny.
And and while we have Tanny, I should probably take the opportunity to mention the fact that 3D Refuel, the recycled filament, currently has a sale going on. And if you know me, I love the 3D Fuel filaments, and I am not sponsored from them. So,
yeah. And the Refuel, if you want a smooth print, the Refuel is seriously the smoothest filament I've ever seen myself, like by far. Its average diameter tolerance is plus or minus 0.015 millimeters.
That is very tolerant.
Yeah, it is nuts.
I see Billy has something that I need, and that is an amazing organization system behind you.
Yeah, so I guess I used to be so bad, like full organization to the max, like absolute, no worse. Like you had to wade through my room. Like
no.
I'm not even.
There's a reason I don't use my camera in the other rooms.
Yeah. So okay, we were maybe similar.
Tanny has seen my setup. It's a hot mess.
I think this is akin in many makers, and yeah. So a few things happened to me. I read Marie Kondo's Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, which helped me throw out a lot of things. And that book is aptly named. It is life-changing. So that helped me get rid of a lot. But craft rooms are hard because like you might use the stuff, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard to get rid of a lot of stuff. So I still have a lot of stuff. I'm not a full minimalist, and there's more there, which you can't see, but it's relatively organized the same way. And then I found out I have ADHD, and I got diagnosed and got medication, and then this became a lot easier. So, yay, amphetamines. I don't know.
I know, right?
Yeah, they're really, really, really good for me.
Unfortunately, when they put me on those, it made me violent. So.
Oh no! I was on some of them. I was like quite bitchy, but we found one that I'm not so bitchy on. So I can understand the violence thing because
when I was a child, they tried to put me on Ritalin, and not realizing my issue isn't necessarily a chemical imbalance. It's actually I'm an Aspie.
Oh right, yep.
So, but I have a lot of the same tendencies, hence the huge
There's
mess.
A lot of overlap in
At least I think my wife said at last count I'm at like 60-something hobbies.
Yeah, I haven't counted, but we would be on par, I think.
I don't want to count because they tried me on Adderall and they tried me on Vyvanse, but they both interact with my anti-seizure medication. And so it's like, do I want to flop around like a fish or do I want to not get super easily distracted?
Yeah, I think being distracted is fine. It's fuel for creativity anyway. Exactly. Yeah.
And plus, when hyperfocus kicks in, it's great. It's just I like hyper-focus on like my R2D2 build instead of my work.
Just real quick. If Tanny, if you want to say anything, give the camera a thumbs up or something, because I did mute you because of the noise that was drowning out the conversation.
I think that was a sorry. I think that's
it's all good. You're unmuted at the moment.
Yeah, that was a sorry about that. I was clearing off my desk so that I've got room for my black box.
Yep.
Oh wait, you're actually doing it?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, so my
you would know this if you were on Discord, Devin.
I am on Discord. Oh wait,
not in any of the Discord channels that I'm in.
Oh no, I got really pissed off last night and rage uninstalled Discord, and I haven't logged back in yet.
Okay.
Tell the audience about your black box.
It's a infamous black box from the Czech Republic.
Yes, it's a black box from the Czech Republic, and I think that it contains candy.
That's exciting. New 3D printed time.
Probably some high quality gummy bears.
Yeah, if this does not contain some high quality European gummy candy, I will absolutely complain to Prusa customer support.
Okay. So everyone always says they should complain. My Prusa didn't come with gummy bears, and like I didn't want to sound like a complete and total bitch and be like super petty and
like my goddamn gummy bears.
Exactly. And so I just went to the convenience store and bought a pack for the picture. And apparently, like, it's a big deal to not get gummy bears with your Prusa.
Yeah, that's one of their selling points. Like, they literally list it in the description of the Prusa that it comes with a Haribo bag of gummies.
Mm.
Sorry,
Like-
Justin, I'm not sending you any gummy bears. These are all mine.
But at this point, it was almost 2 years ago, so like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big
But-
deal anymore.
But like, if
it
I
was
ever
at the
go to
time.
Actually-
ever go to Earth or Murph, I will totally bring it up to Joe.
I have not seen the instructions myself, but when Mad Monkey was assembling his, I think the instructions actually tell you at what stages to eat
They
the
do.
gummies.
They do,
They
because
do.
my second cruise that we got for the school, we actually followed it and like actually like ate the gummy bears as instructed.
That's awesome.
I can't go to the next step. The gummies are missing. I need help.
And I legitimately thought about it, but like that seemed like the ultimate like super petty, and I didn't want to bug them because I know they're swamped with actual problems.
So
I think
he got
you made the
a
right
MKS 3S kit.
That is very, very exciting. Ah, how exciting!
Yep,
Are you going to start assembling it on stream?
I am.
I made him.
That's the whole reason that I'm here.
Yep.
I kind of made him.
And if
Yeah.
he's not, and
Good
if he's
job.
not done by the time I say we have to stop, as I mentioned in the green room, Justin or Dan or somebody else, I'm sure, will spin up a secondary stream that everybody can move over to.
Hell
But
yeah.
that won't be until about 8:30. And as Billy said, she actually has plans after that. So
I do. I'm sorry.
And
No.
so this is the reason that this is a big deal is that this is my first Prusa, but this is my 40th 3D printer.
Woohoo!
40.
Wow.
40th.
Hey,
3D
good. So
printer.
why didn't you buy one before now?
Because this isn't sponsored by Prusa, right?
no,
I think that Joseph is kind of a douche, and I don't like him as a person. And I always thought that the printers were like way overhyped, and that there's no way that they could be better than other printers. But then I started using them at work, and I realized after about 6 weeks, it's like if I needed a print to just come out right the first time, I would just go to the Prusa. Their software is really well set up. Their included profiles are amazing, but
You're a convert.
Joseph is still a stuck-up dickhole. So
Ooh.
Eh,
So you're in it for the
Greg is
hardware.
right.
yeah,
Greg
Greg,
is right.
like
Tanny
Greg
does
said,
not hold back. And that's why whenever I need an honest opinion, I call Tanny. It's like, hey, Tanny, does this suck? And I know he will tell me yes or no and be honest about it.
yeah.
and I'll admit, for
So-
me, I like to tinker, and a Prusa is not really a printer you should be tinkering
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, I'm
Works
the
too
same
well.
way. Like, if I were to, my 41st printer, I can almost guarantee is going to be it's going to be like a Tronxy X5SA or something where I'm going to be forced to tinker with it, because out of the box, it's such a piece of garbage that just won't work.
No. Your
Get
next,
a T10S5.
your
Yeah,
your
they're not even
next
designed right.
your next printer should be one that you design and build yourself.
I'm working on that actually. I'm working on my Yggdrasil printer, which is a 1.2 meter cube.
See, what I don't
Nice.
understand, and because I love to tinker too, but I also have 5 robot teams and 3 jobs and a podcast. And so it's like, I don't have time in the day. And it's like, how do you people have time to build and design your own printers?
Right,
I script 80% of my job, so when I'm working from home, I can work on other things.
All right, I'm
I
about
love
I'm about to sniff check air. I'm about to
I'll
smell
just
check
take
air.
my time. Smell check the air?
No, I smelled
The-
Czech, like from the
the-
Czech Republic. I smelled
Oh.
air from the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Yep. I get it.
Smells like plastic.
That could have the COVID in
So,
it.
so I actually
Not as
I
long as
started.
it took
And
this
it's
thing
funny
to
you
get.
say that, Devin. I have started watching Utopia, a new series on Amazon Prime, and they've actually had to put warnings in about the fact that this was made before the pandemic.
Mhm.
And one of the things is they ship a disease around the country via a petting zoo.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah, poor little kids.
And it him sniffing the air reminded me of Utopia because, well, how do you know that they didn't infect that?
Dang.
Anyways.
What a way to do it.
If I get COVID, I'll just die. No big deal.
Tanny, you're not allowed to die.
Yeah, you're not allowed. You're forbidden. No getting COVID and no dying.
You're my weird person. You're my person I can ask weird questions to.
Yeah.
And my Discord would be dead were it not for you.
I
know. I'm like weirdly active in your Discord. I'm like not nearly that active in all the other Discords I'm in.
It's great.
Which one of the two?
I'm in her the Patreon Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of open to everyone. There's Patreon channels, but yes. It's like my Discord.
Link to your Discord channel. I didn't know you had a Discord server.
Oh, I have a Discord server. Okay.
And actually, if you go to her blog, which is linked in the description down below, you can right there on the bottom of her blog is all of the different links to her stuff, Twitter,
except my
everything.
Twitch, which I need to add because I have done some Twitch, but I not add
it. And while you're down there looking at the description, people hit that subscribe or like button.
Hell yeah.
Which reminds me, Dan is about to have his special giveaway, and I was going to toss in a couple filament samples, but I don't know which ones.
I'm also sponsoring a giveaway for Dan's giveaway, but I'm not announcing what that is yet.
Exciting. I'm excited.
I would offer to do some giveaway stuff, but I am freaking broke right now, and I can get
that's why I'm doing
up and running and start printing all the parts for these machines I'm building. I got a really, really lucrative contract, and that's why I need this, because all my other printers aren't printing correctly except for my Ender 3, but I can't print ABS on that.
Billy, I just went to your Twitter to go to your blog to get a link to your Discord. And
yes,
I've always been looking. I've looked at your banner photo, and like the entire time that I followed you, I've thought that was a tattoo. And it's just now clicked with me that it's on a chain and that it's a necklace.
Yes,
it's bilirubin. It's the chemical formula for bilirubin, which is a byproduct of the breakdown of hemoglobin.
And I recognize the chemical symbol, and it's just I just thought it was a tattoo.
Yeah, no, I'm not that dedicated.
So, for those who are wondering exactly, who have not seen her Twitter, that would be this one right here.
Yes, that is the one. Indeedy do.
And yes,
it's slightly wrong. So just
because of
got it slightly wrong.
Because of how thin you were able to get it, and the fact that it is right up against your skin, it does look like a tattoo.
Yeah, it does. A lot of people thought it was, because that one was on Imgur and hit the front page of Imgur, and a lot of people thought it was a tattoo. And yeah, I'm sorry.
Now I'm officially in your Discord.
Yay! Yep. Discord
their quality control passed.
So, are they sugar-free? I think they should be sugar-free for you.
Oh, I want to be eating sugar-free Haribos for a few hours.
You know what? I'm gonna make sure that every time you order 3D Fuel from now on, it's going to be like 100 grams short on the roll.
Oh well, then I guess I should.
I'm putting that in your customer notes, Mister.
So I guess I shouldn't throw this in for the giveaway.
You can if you want.
Now, 3D Fuel at the Proline PLA. Oh man, I love that stuff.
Yes.
Do you ship to Australia?
We do, actually. It's expensive to sell, but we do.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
it's like more in shipping than filament cost a lot of the time. I don't know about
Billy,
yours, but a lot of the time.
Billy, I will pull you off a few samples off of my rolls, and I will send you a package.
Oh, I was actually going to offer her the same thing.
Kevin, I love you.
I know.
You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, so I was going to thank you.
I have
close
to
send her some filament plus some like just general like USA and Texas themed things.
So, Devin, what I'll do then is I'll mail it to you, and then you can throw my stuff in the same box. We can make it one shipment.
Yeah, we need to coordinate that.
You guys, Thank you. That's lovely.
Yeah,
I don't know what to
I
say.
finally got around to sending Faye her stuff like last week.
Oh, I love Faye. Oh
She's
my
great.
gosh. She's one of my favorite humans.
So Chris Travis is asking, has mentioned that he's visited Perth and Sydney, and he wants to go back.
Well, you should do that.
What
Right now,
part
we're
of
not letting
Australia-
anyone but regulars, like people who live here, in.
What
But
part of
I'm sure
Australia
that
do
would
you live
change.
in?
I live in Brisbane, which is like closer to the tropics than Sydney and Perth. So it's warm most of the year and very sunny. And we get tropical storms as most of our rain. And it's a lovely place. Yeah.
It'll only take Devin 3 weeks to ship it, according to Justin.
Justin, shut up.
I'm not worried.
I'm pretty sure since it's coming from the US, it's gonna take it'll have to quarantine for 2 weeks anyway before it even gets out for delivery.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all a bit chaos at the moment, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And,
plus,
and
you're
Kit,
talking about
no.
me. It took Zolan like a month and a half to ship me something. So after Zolan ships it to me, then it's going to sit at my house for a month, and then it'll make its way to Australia, which will probably quarantine for a month before it gets out to Billy.
Probably.
Yeah, it took me
Probably
2
a
months
year.
actually to get that to her.
These are so pretty. Like
They are.
these gantries they're so sparkly. The ones that we've got at work aren't this sparkly. I like this one.
Yes,
So-
Bris Vegas. I see a fellow Brisbaneite in the comments. We do call it Bris Vegas when we're being
On the Friends of Billy Rubin Discord, we actually have somebody saying, just to get even more people wondering, when there is actually stuff like that at Murph again, order a couple custom-made temporary tattoos of the Billy Rubin symbol.
I like it.
That's a good idea.
I would do that. I would do it, and I'll wear it right across my chest like the necklace. And everyone will be like,
So-
whoa, she's committed.
So, Billy, what's your favorite color?
Oh, probably like a tealy kind of Tiffany blue,
Okay.
like a greeny blue, somewhere in
Okay.
that realm. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you got to pick between electric
Thank
blue
you.
and
Caribbean
electric blue and Caribbean blue.
Probably the Caribbean blue.
blue. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we know
That's
what
the one
to
I
send.
like.
it's like on the
So we know
on the
to send
darker
Billy.
side of the light blues.
Okay, awesome. Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's easy. It's actually been an interesting year because, like, I don't know, for a long time I felt very disconnected from a lot of the community. But I think because this year has been so strange and everyone's been online so much, I've actually, like, felt so much more involved in everything because, like, you know, being in Australia, there's only so much that happens down here. But, like, yeah, I've got to hang out with so many people and meet so many new people and, like, this and stuff. It's very cool, really. Silver linings, eh?
I don't think I actually have the 3D Fuel newer blues yet. I need to fix that.
Any
Yeah,
blue
the,
would be amazing.
The only one that went out in the UFO was the aquamarine, which is
Yeah,
like
I
a
have that one.
greenish blue.
No,
That'd be cool.
I tend to order at least one spool of every 3D Fuel color.
That's awesome.
And I thought I was out of impulse purchasing.
We're coming out with 2 new colors very soon as well.
Awesome.
So, Bill, you know that Billy,
Holy
that
crap.
post that you made about the IKEA markers and how you wanted the colors in that? Like,
Yeah.
seriously, look at the rainbow of colors that Bill has. Like, holy crap. We are about to have 30 colors, not including natural.
That is awesome.
Natural doesn't count.
These are really close to the yeah. You've done these are great colors. Oh, I love that green, the greeny yellow. And the
The
fur
low spot green? Yeah,
these are
we've got right now. I think that we have an exclusive right. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but I think we have an exclusive right of making lull spot green filament.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So it
So-
is official, and it's licensed lull spot green.
So we've hit the 35 minute mark. So if anybody else would like to join and actually ask her questions yourself, there's the link. And look at that. We've got Dirtbag Dan. I mean,
Hello.
No, that's
Yeah, man.
accurate. That's an accurate.
Kinda- Yeah, it's the man of many names. You know, douchebag, dirtbag,
Aw,
anything
these are
else
not
that goes
good
with a DB.
names.
No, Billy, I just put it in chat, but I figured I'd pop in too and say it that I was sitting here watching, and my daughter walks by and she goes, "Who's the pretty girl?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, and she's pointing at you
Devin.
in the screen. No, well, she was pointing at you on the screen. She knows who Devin is. Devin, again, Devin and Zolan pretty much know all of the crazy that goes on around here. And no, she goes,
Oh,
that
Billy.
one, Billy.
Speaking of the crazy, Dan's
Lulu,
wife
look.
takes payments to beat him on stream.
Yeah, it's
Lulu
funny.
said, "Who's the pretty one?"
Why did I not know about this?
This seems
Why was I
abusive.
not made aware?
Are you okay,
Tanny.
Ben?
He's not.
I'm
You guys
I'm
got some
abused.
kink thing going on.
I'm abused. My wife hurts me.
On stream.
Not
it's
sure
very
if serious.
It's
Hey, you know
very
what, Billy?
entertaining when she throws flip flops at him.
Yeah, that has happened
You know,
too.
We call those thongs here in Australia, which
Yeah,
makes
thongs,
it
yeah.
very amusing. For
Yeah, no,
anyone else.
because I've when I was a little kid, we used to call them thongs, and then
Yep.
as I got older, I realized women wore thongs, but not on their feet, and they were called flip flops.
I
So
thought
when I was a little
those
kid,
were called whale tails.
yeah, that too.
We call them G-strings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. Yeah.
Why is there a piece of
But it's all because of
285 filament
thonging.
in the
You-
box?
We know where the name comes
It's
from,
for-
right?
Tanny,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
for the filament sensor.
Which one, Billy? By the way, Billy,
Oh.
because I know that it was posted earlier, but you know, I was actually glad to finally hear you say a few cuss words as they're so well been known. I like to call them sentence enhancers because I think they make everything better.
I'll
Yeah,
be
I
honest.
don't even remember swearing, but I definitely do it a lot. I used to work on a
I-
construction site, and
I
they
don't
told me
even.
to
I
swear.
didn't even notice. I didn't notice that you did.
I
so-
was sitting here waiting because, like, earlier I caught you catch yourself. You were getting ready to say something, but you stopped, and I was like, I posted in chat. I'm like, hold on, you can tell her that she can say shit in here because you were getting ready to say shit, and you went shh.
Oh
Stuff.
yeah, I didn't even
Like,
think about
stop
it. I
yourself.
came in and I was just immediately dropping bombs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, but like,
I
Okay.
swear a lot.
I was trying to hold back because I didn't know how Billy felt about profanity.
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm very Australian in that regard.
yeah, exactly. I was
Yeah.
going to say that seems to be a very Australian way to handle things. They love their sentence enhancers in Australia.
Yeah, it really is a sentence enhancer too. Like
Mhm.
it's not. Yeah,
I like my best way of explaining it.
Especially when you're dealing with the fucking Shark Tank.
Mhm. I just like saying, like, okay, look, if you say I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that's great. But if you say I want a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich, it makes the
Oomph.
sentence better.
bit of oomph.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Or I fucking want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. God damn it! Now I want a fucking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
But like I would like say I'm
Yeah.
so fucking excited. Like that's just like a thing. I would
There you
do.
go.
It's not even like an anger term. In fact, I probably
No.
say mate more when I'm angry. Be like, mate,
Yep.
calm down. Like I'm being serious.
No,
Yeah.
when I mentioned earlier about I almost ended up moving to Perth, that same person sent me a book of slang.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you need it. Oh
I have
man, so
a-
I grew up with exchange students, and we had like 3 at a time for 12 years. And like when you're learning English in Australia, you're not just learning English, you're learning Australian. And like the poor things that we would have to explain so many things, and it it really opens your eyes to how
Hey,
fucking
Vince.
bizarre we talk.
Well, this is bullshit.
I have a
They
fun
send me
fact.
filament, but it's not Prusament.
I know. I was really disappointed when I did my MK3 last
Yeah,
month.
Prusa lately has been doing like somebody else's. They haven't been putting their own in the kits
They're
anymore.
using it for their own.
It's
yeah.
filament
I-
PM.
I know the picture of the spool here. I know who makes the spool is Alpha Plastics.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like a super generic one that's in every single European filament manufacturer.
Tanny, I apologize to everybody actually, but I have to point something out. This is the first time I have seen Shane on a stream not in his basement.
Yes.
Well,
The
Yeah.
last stream that I
Couch.
was on, he was not in his basement either. It's
This
been
is-
really
this is-
weird.
that is a rare occasion to see him on a couch and not wandering around next to a water heater and an air conditioning and furnace.
I got a new box, Shane. I got a new box.
She just needs to
What?
put stuff in it and send it off to you.
In 3
Uh-oh. Sorry, loud kids in the background. Oh, Ben has joined us.
Hello, Ben.
Golan, I don't know if you paid attention, and everybody real quick. For those who weren't watching my stream earlier, Ben is actually kind of new to the community. He's actually looking to get his first printer. He's become very bitten by the bug. And any input that anybody might have, I'm sure Ben would greatly appreciate it, whether it be here or somewhere else.
So
What do you want to make, Ben?
Well, not only that, but the two questions are: what do you want to make, and do you like to tinker?
And how much and budget, of course. 'Cause that's
Budget,
also
yeah.
a factor.
Around $200, 250-ish.
Ender 3.
Okay.
Ender 3 Pro if you can push it.
Well, no,
Be
hang
aware
on.
of the fire hazard.
No, that's this.
And also, what do you want to print?
That's this.
'Cause-
Yes, because you can now get resin printers in that price
Yeah.
range as well.
Okay.
what
So-
do
Do
you
you
make?
want to deal with toxic chemicals?
No, I do
Okay.
not want to deal with toxic chemicals. You do not.
And Ender 3.
Ender 3.
Yeah.
Just
See,
be
Ben,
wary.
it's
It is a
Not the
fire
V2.
hazard.
Do not get the V2.
No.
The V2
Okay,
is
so-
garbage.
Tanny is telling you
Really?
to
It's
steer
even
clear
worse
of the V2.
garbage.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it is
Tan-
even worse
Tanny
garbage.
is yeah.
Okay,
Tanny
fair
is
enough.
very to the point. He doesn't know how to sugarcoat things. He'll just tell you
That's
how it is,
understandable.
and that's that.
That's why we like it.
Yeah.
So Ender 3 will require some tinkering, but
Yeah.
the base model or even the Pro, there is a very amazing series of videos by Luke
And
Dolan cut out?
Hatfield
And he's
and
gone.
There he is.
Edutech 3D.
Oh,
having
And
internet
Edutech as well.
issues.
Those will help you. Those will help you set them all up. And the other thing is Billy Rubin actually has a couple infographics that are they're a necessity for FDM.
Fair enough.
Yes.
yeah. So pay attention to Billy.
Also,
Um,
too, Maker's Muse has some really good videos on the Ender 3 series as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you get into when you get into modding the Ender 3, teaching tech.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And just
Check
Or-
out
one of the
check
first
out
things-
fargo3dprinting.com. We've got a lot of accessories for the Creality Ender 3.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you have the Ender extender?
The what?
Ender extender.
We do not yet, but I am pushing for that.
Okay,
we
cool.
have the direct
Yep.
drive kit.
I got one.
Free shipping.
Cool.
there's
Yeah.
also
And we've
one
got
of-
Wham Bam plates
Cool.
with free shipping.
Cool.
that'd
So,
be good.
so what I'm looking to make is vehicles for 40K and Warhammer Fantasy. So large scale miniatures that can't fit on a resin plate. So,
Yeah, the Ender 3 will definitely be a decent printer for you.
Mhm.
Put it together stock first,
Mhm.
and as you learn what parts of it are not working right, then you can upgrade or replace those.
okay.
But one of the first mods you should do is the firmware, because it doesn't have thermal runaway protection enabled by default. And what thermal
Got it.
runaway detection does is senses when the thermistor is acting strangely and cuts the power to the printer, which means that if it's acting strangely, it's probably broken and it would start a fire.
And I
Could
don't think
start a fire.
anyone is pro
And-
burning their house down.
No, yeah,
No, I'm
and
not.
so don't leave it unmonitored. And even after you make that change, don't leave it unmonitored, because there's other things that could go wrong regularly on Ender. I just
Yes.
posted a link in the group chat,
Yep.
to a page of all the electrical and fire hazards I've ever found on printers. They're not meant to be just Creality ones, but the list is almost all Creality because, they have some pretty significant design flaws. So
So-
just be careful. Is all
My
I'm saying. I have
audio-
one. I run it. Just be
Oh.
careful.
my audio issues, and I apologize, people, is because apparently this is the time that Adobe Creative Cloud decided to update everything.
Of course.
Oh, no
Thanks,
problem.
Adobe.
Perfect timing.
Drop you a star.
Yeah, that's
and
why-
you watch.
That's why you should
Anybody?
always go into Task Manager and kill excess processes before you go on stream.
Yep.
Yep. Um,
Also,
I forget.
always
also-
go pee before streams.
On the Ender 3s, I own 3 of them, and the first thing I do is I yank out the stock board and I put in either an SKR or
the
a
TH3D board.
the
Right?
TH3D Easy board.
Yeah,
That's
I'd
the
recommend
board.
the SKR personally. It's so quiet and it's way easier to update the firmware.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Actually,
Or-
TH3D's firmware setup now is really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
really?
go right to the website and
Tim's-
configure
Yeah.
it right on the website with what you
Yeah,
have, and then
they're-
you can download the file. So
Yep.
TH3D has made the configuring the firmware a lot easier. It's just download the file, copy to the SD card, and turn on your printer.
Any
So that's if you
recommendations
wanna-
on any recommendations on bed leveling stuff, like ABL?
Easy ABL.
Or
Okay.
just learn. I honestly would learn to do it manually first because
Yeah.
it's not that
Yeah.
hard. And
Yeah.
and
Well-
the ABLs will actually warp your print to suit the bed, which might not be bad for minis, but if you're trying to do accurate things, it can
Yeah.
like fitted models, it can actually affect it. So I would learn to level properly first.
I
manually.
absolutely
And-
cannot stand that on my Prusa.
And no mods, none for the first month.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
just
get-
run it.
Get know your machine before you mod your machine. That's the
Yes.
best way to look at it. Is get to know it. If something doesn't work right, figure out why it doesn't work, and then make it work.
And
It-
if
it's-
you
it's the
actually
best advice.
enjoy it and it's working for you and you like how it's working, buy a second one.
Yeah,
Because
Okay.
then you can mod one and still have the good one printing.
see,
Okay,
see,
okay.
look again. Ender
Yep.
3V, Ender 3 Pro, Ender 3 Pro.
Yeah.
Enter three,
and-
enter three, enter three.
yeah.
Popped another link in the
Ender-
chat with the bed
Ender
leveling
three.
poster that will talk you through it.
Thank you
Yes,
so much.
because-
Three. I've got
So many
4
people
more
with
Ender
Ender
3s
threes
over
sound like I
there,
need
and I've
one.
got 2 Ender 3s over there.
Well, this is why when I
You
asked,
don't need one.
I asked Joel.
You need many.
I asked Joel from 3D Printing Nerd about his opinion of the Ender 3, and it turned out he never had one.
Oh,
Never.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
there,
he's got
Billy,
one now.
gotcha.
Well,
Gotcha,
that's
Billy.
because
Put it in the chat for
everyone
everyone.
was giving
Thank you.
him printers. Everyone gives him printers, so
Yeah.
he never has to buy a printer,
That's
that
true.
must be nice. That must be
I know,
nice.
right?
Hey, again, if anybody's feeling like they want to give, I'm willing to take. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yep.
And
I love free just like the next guy. I will shill shit for free. Go ahead. Send it on. For
And-
free, it's a damn good printer. That's what I'll say. You know what?
So-
It prints like shit, but for free, it's a good printer.
So one thing I've noticed with the American crowds, especially, is
No.
stickers seem to be the big thing.
No.
Does Billy have any stickers?
I have a Redbubble, and on there you can buy the posters, though I release them for free as well. But there also is a sticker for the Cyberdeck Discord, which I help moderate.
Nice.
Yeah, so
You
I
can't
made the
see
logo
it.
for it.
Oh.
And so you
Very
can buy
nice.
stickers for that there. But I was thinking I should make some more 3D printed ones. Like I want to do like a Team Fillet, Team Chamfer one because I thought that would be fun. And other 3D printing oriented ones.
Team fillet all the way.
I do love a good fillet, but the chamfers. But I usually use them combined, so that you can
Send it,
get the
Travis.
takeoff
Come on.
angle right, and then still have your nice swoopy smooth.
Okay,
Am I making sense? It's on my CAD poster. Okay, good. You would know what I mean.
Thank you. That actually reminds me, there was somebody on Twitter. Let me go find that again.
Speaking
They-
of CAD and your
They
poster,
are Is my audio breaking up again?
No,
No.
not yet.
There is somebody on Twitter who's looking for somebody who's really good at line art.
That won't be me.
I'm all right.
Line
What do I
art.
need to do?
Yes.
I
So Shirtle 3D Printing and Laser, anyone that follows me good at making a photo into line art will pay money.
There's there's plugins
hit
for
me-
Inkscape that'll do it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
hit
Sounds
me
like
up. I've got
Billy's
a
got-
lot of
Billy's
friends
got a
in the
job.
art community. I have a lot of friends in the art community. Some of them will be willing to work for, they'll do it for $15 or $20.
Okay. So
I know someone actually. I haven't talked to him in a bit, but I can reach out.
yeah, the guys on Twitter are actually I don't know if he's a guy, so I apologize if he isn't. If they aren't, I apologize. But they are on Twitter. I actually retweeted it. I'm the Zolan on Twitter, so if you need to find it. Anyways,
yeah.
I like to help out people in the community, and the fact that they're willing to pay someone, let's help out the community.
Okay.
Line art is fun. I actually did this with line art. That's how I made this.
Oh yes, I've
cool.
been meaning.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually talk about Cubert. I mean, So, is that just using? Because I know it's a single layer. Is that just using like concentric infill or something?
No. So if you use concentric infill, it would look more like this.
Okay.
But this is actually an SVG that I made in Illustrator. And then it was funny. I was writing a plugin. Well, I was writing a post-processing script to be able to convert SVGs into G code, which was like my first coding project on my own. So I got part of the way there, and then like university took over. And then I got on the Cura marketplace a few months later and found out someone had built the whole thing. So I just used theirs. Thank you, Ghostkeeper. But yeah, you make an SVG, and I could. Can I screen share?
Yes, you can.
Oh no, actually, I can do it in OBS. Yes. This should work. Yes. Okay. So this is the shape in Inkscape, which I'm trying to convert to so that I use less Illustrator, and I just can't see my. So this is the pattern, and it is a whole bunch of little lines. So I'll just. Sorry, my camera's in the way. Yes. Okay, you can see it now. Yes. Mm-hmm. So this is the pattern in Inkscape, and then save it as an SVG file, so a vector file, and then you can drag it into Cura after installing that plugin I mentioned, which is an SVG to G code. And all you have to do is, where's Cura? Here we go. So you just drag it in, and you can set the height of it. So I'll just hit 0.3, which I think should give me one layer.
Oh, you use light mode. I burn.
I didn't know there was a dark mode. There's a dark mode?
There is.
There's a dark mode.
Oh, what? Okay, I'm gonna. Is that in
I'm a newbie. I know there's a dark mode.
Yeah, it's in Cura preferences.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to set that up. But then, yeah, it just follows the line.
I didn't even know it.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
so
this
then it just
thing since like 3.6.
Oh wow! Dang. Okay, I'm far behind, and also my camera fell down, so we're a little bit disordered.
Oh, that's normal for all of us.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, that's how you do it. Really high level is how you make the patterns.
Okay.
And I think I want to make a video on it soon. So that's like a herringbone one. That's really easy.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
Wow, that's a herringbone one. And so I want to do this for first layers and then print on top of them so that they become a full object.
Right.
Interesting.
And I have a plan for doing some on fabric soon. So we'll see if that works.
Well, and see, that's what caught my eye is because the reason why I still have a BL Touch on this printer behind me is because is so I can print on fabric and print on neoprene.
So you've done it before?
Yes, I printed on bamboo, neoprene, cotton, and polyester.
That's awesome. You've printed on more than me then.
I 3D printed on leggings. That was interesting.
That's cool. Did you have to stretch it over something?
Kitty.
I did.
And I have the reason why I wanted to try all that is because I actually have a sublimation inkjet and a laser transfer printer and a heat press.
What? So jealous. How do you have these things? What did you do in past life?
I thought one time I wanted out of the IT field, so I tried to start a customs shop. That's actually where the name Zolan's Shop of Wonders comes from.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
If you go to my Facebook page for Zolan's Shop of Wonders, you can go back in time and see the ceramic tiles that I've done heat pressing on, the vinyl cut for some of the cups and stuff I've made, tons of stuff.
That is so cool.
And Marcel says your camera's drunk.
Yeah, it's my jerry rigging going on because my camera was in a weird place before, and I tried to jerry rig it for today, and I was like, oh, I'll 3D print a proper thing soon. I should have just.
Oh, now that is an idea. Use the SVG to do MMU, and one filament is normal and one filament is conductive, and now you can do your own PCBs.
That would be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
You can also do it with with items that are like just small. Like it's pretty good. And then you can print two of them together, like just by printing one print on top of the other without lifting it up. Make Anything has a really good video on it. But that's how I did this one. This has actually 3 colors in it.
Oh,
so you
nice.
Yeah, so you can just, this is on a single, not an MMU, just a single normal
Right.
printer with one head and one color. And yeah, you just print one color, don't take it off the bed, and then print another color, and
Yep.
etc. Obviously, you need tessellating, but Make Anything has a really good video.
I actually did luggage tags for a coworker that way.
Ah, yeah, cool. Yeah, it works really well. It's a great technique.
Apparently, somebody thinks that they. Anyways, so we are at 5 minutes to an hour, and as was stated at the beginning, Billy does have plans after this.
I
But
can
there
stay
are
for like 15 minutes over, probably.
Okay.
And then,
I like how Billy plans her time here. She's like, you know what? I have to be out the door by this time, so I can be late.
What
15
what
minutes.
time is it over there?
it is 11:26 on Thursday. Friday? Thursday. What's today?
Yeah.
Wait, it's morning, right? It is morning, right?
AM. Yes.
Yes.
Thursday.
Okay, because I was going to say, yeah.
Thursday.
Well, most of the world runs on the 24-hour time system, so yeah.
Oh, I know,
Um,
Tanny. I was just being a smartass because,
So
every now and then, oddly enough, you talk to people, they will occasionally convert theirs to ours just to entertain us, to make us happy. So, like, I mess with their heads and convert time back just to mess with them. So, whenever I say, like,
so
3,
either
instead of saying
Justin
3 p.m., I'll say 1500. And they're like, ooh.
So either Justin or Dan will need to, or somebody else, if anybody else has the capability, to spin up the after stream. Because I know a lot of you here probably have more questions for, like, Ben has questions about printing.
Ben was already on my stream for about an hour and a half
Yep.
today. We were streaming before this because I wanted to do a stream to talk about the silly biggest little giveaway.
And I know that Tanny needs to stay on a stream so Devin can watch him assemble this printer.
So she can give constructive criticism.
Hey, Tanny, I would use the online instructions. They're better.
I honestly,
She's already
I
starting.
I
I
mentioned
really
that
don't
3
need the
times.
instructions because I could literally field with these things because I've been working on the ones at work so much. Like I know how these things are assembled now.
Cool.
I apologize. I keep getting lost in all the organization that you have behind you, Billy.
Oh,
So I'm like,
I
well,
was a
I'm
bit
sitting here going,
cluttered.
what's in that bin? What's in
I
that?
originally, well, we could go through. I originally wanted a plain background, but I look like a school kid. Like a school photo day.
One thing that we have not broached is what actually got you into making. We talked about it a little bit, but do you have any of your textile stuff that you've done?
Oh, yeah. I probably have a couple of things. Yep, I will go grab.
Okay. So for those who don't know, who didn't catch, Billy actually got into making as sewing.
Oh, cool.
No, those are just stories. That's not true. Oh, Tanny, what's wrong? Are you drunk? I could be. I'm not telling you if I am or not. You'll have to guess.
No, you're not.
Here we are. And as I said, it's mainly a way for, making is not just 3D printing. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
No, it's not. Making is anything and everything that has to do with anything and everything.
Yep.
I took this and made this. You're a maker.
Yeah, even if you do it professionally, but,
Yeah. Yep.
Like
I'm
this right
getting
here.
ready.
This is not an Xbox.
No.
Oh, you got a classic Xbox. Cool.
Those are USB parts. See? Yeah. See? If you look on the front, those are USB.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
So
Slammed.
mini ITX, I'm assuming.
Yep. It's an
I
old
was-
POS system.
Yeah,
Hey,
I have
Billy,
I have an old Zotac.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Billy. Out of all the dumbass nicknames that people give, what's the dumbest one you have? Come on, throw it out there. What is it? What's the
Well,
dumbest
Billy's-
nickname that people are giving you? Huh?
Billy's not my real name.
No, it is not.
No. So
My real name has
I mean,
a bunch
if
of
you don't
Billy
want
ones.
to, I was gonna say if you don't want to out that, that's fine. I get the whole anonymity on the internet thing, but like along with like the Billy thing, like what are some like like say dumbass nicknames that have come with that, or just a nickname that doesn't even have anything to do with your actual name. You know what I mean? Just something silly that people call you, and you're just kind of like, why do they do that? But you answer to it anyway, just to amuse them. You know what I mean?
People call me Guy a lot. They call me a dude. But I don't think they mean that to be a nickname. But it does make me go, why do they do that? In terms of nicknames, like I've only I don't know, there's a couple of Discords where they call me like Queen of 3D printing because I'm the only person who 3D prints in that Discord or something. But like I can't think of any other nicknames that I've been given under Billy. I don't know. Make me one. What would you call me? Suggest some nicknames.
Well,
fine. To go with the Billy thing, let's just call you Silly Billy.
Silly Billy's cute. I like Silly Billy. That's quite fun.
And to throw Dan further under the bus, he kept telling me I had to have a Reuben sandwich while I had you on the stream.
Yeah, I said he should have a Reuben
I do
sandwich.
love a good Reuben.
Oh, by the way, hold on, Billy. I don't know that she's necessarily going to get on camera, but I think my daughter at least wants to say hi, so I'm going to hand the headset off real quick. Hold on a second. Here, put it on and say hi, Billy.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do you make things too?
Done.
What?
Do you make things?
No.
No? Ah.
That is the most you've ever gotten your kid to talk to one of us.
Devin just said that's the most that you ever got one of your kids to talk to us.
Yeah, she's done. She was like, hi.
I didn't know what to say.
Well, no, it was funny because she's sitting here the whole time, and I said, do you want to say hi to Billy? She goes, she's cute. I'm like, yeah, do you want to say hi? Oh, she's pretty. That's what she said. She said, you're pretty. So
I'm sure your
Bubbly
daughter is
Billy
pretty too, though I have not seen.
Yeah. Well, here, hold on. Let's do this the easy way.
No, it's okay.
Let me go.
If she doesn't want to, don't make it.
No, I'm going to do this. Zola, I'm going to share my screen real quick.
Okay.
Go ahead and bring that up. And I'll show you which one. It's this one right here.
Aww.
The one that was saying hi to you.
Yeah.
And then that's me and my wife, and that's our whole herd of Rugrats. So
wow, you
there's
do
all
have a
of them.
herd. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
About 500 cats.
And yeah, 500 cats. What is the cat count up to now?
Where's
11.
You have a cat to show off?
I already had one earlier. I had the little guy. Oh, that one won't like because it's too far in there. You're gonna have to. Yeah, and then it burned down, Dork. She's being silly now. Now she's being silly. Anyway.
So Billy did run off to get things to show us.
Yeah.
I did. So these are all more costumey things because I haven't done my theatrical stuff for a very long time, and all my corsets and I recently moved house, and all my corsets and stuff are in boxes. So I do have a few 3D printy-ish stuff. So this was part of a costume I made for New Year's, and it has a little. This is kind of, it was inspired by 1920s because, you know, we're heading into the 20s. So this was like a sort of belt broochy type deal. And these were earrings to go with this thing, which is kind of as a headpiece that goes here. And this was part of the dress.
Really pretty.
I've since turned it into like a little art thing that hangs on my wall, but I just thought it was so pretty. So yes, 1920s, sort of inspired by that Egyptian revival that happened in the 20s that preceded the Art Deco movement. Yeah, kind of between Art Nouveau and Art Deco. And then I've done a bit of historical reenacting recently, which is real fun because you get to do a lot of research, and I'm a massive nerd. So I dig the research aspect. So this is there's a full kit in here of there goes my plates. But this is a big, huge woolen dress, which was great because it was very cold when we went camping. But it's based on a gown they found in a bog called the Moy gown. So it's like got quite a lot of hand sewing and stuff going on, little fabric buttons and like a lace up front, and it has all the undergarments and stuff that goes with, so like shifts and stuff. I think I have a picture of that, so I'll find it in a tick and drop it in the chat because it doesn't look as fancy in a big bundle.
Yeah.
This is like a little headpiece.
Oh wow.
Kind of cute. We had like dress ups for International Women's Day, and it was like wear purple. So I 3D printed this for that at my old work.
My wife would actually love that.
I think I uploaded it. It's a William Morris design. Which I converted into a headpiece. It was a fabric print called Strawberry Thief, which is my favorite fabric of his. This is a big silk velvet.
Too many windows. There we go.
It's okay. There's
Sorry.
not too much to see. It's just silk velvet cape, which is fun to wear.
Oh, nice.
I have a stocking costume from Pantheon Stocking, which is an anime, a very silly anime that's quite adult. So she carries around
That
like
it
a
is.
cat, this is an Echo Kitty,
Oh,
and
nice.
the rest of the costume is here, and there's a bow and stuff inside the Neko Kitty. But yeah, that was kind of like a more fun cosplay sort of style one. Yeah, so that's some of the costume things, but not my really impressive stuff because it's still in boxes from the move. Don't need my corset very often.
And we got a llama.
And a poop
Yeah.
cocky.
Hello.
A llama and a poopkaki.
Hello,
And a
hello.
poop cocky.
Okay,
Hello,
welcome.
Bubbly Billy.
Okay. Well,
I
looks
like
like
bubbly
Jeremy. Looks like Jeremy's
definitely
taking
bubbly.
off.
Come on, Billy. Don't leave me hanging over here. Look,
What?
look.
What am I doing?
Don't leave me hanging over here. Look up.
Oh, you
look,
saying
look.
goodbye?
You gotta give him a high
No,
five.
No.
I'm doing a high five. Don't leave me hanging.
Other way.
I'll get it.
There we go. Come on.
So bad at this.
It's all good.
We do silly things on streams all the time, Billy. You're
Yeah.
just
Like
part
that.
of the silliness now.
Especially lighting
Good.
things on fire.
Yeah,
So-
like a printer in a box.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
my bedroom.
if you don't know, Justin is actually famous for having a printer catch fire on stream.
And barely noticing.
Was it a Creality?
No.
No.
An ANET?
No.
Nope, Zareba.
Bigger,
Oh,
more
Kurt
expensive.
Caribou. Sorry, now it's Caribou, but
He burns them.
Oh,
I smoke them up. He burns them down.
Yep.
Hey, let me drop a link to the video.
Speaking of that, I'm ready to smoke it up again.
So we are again getting close to that witching hour. Justin, are you spinning up the next one?
I am not. I got things to do, unfortunately.
I already streamed tonight, guys, so I'm not doing a double dip tonight.
Kenny!
Sorry.
I didn't
Kenny.
even see you up there. How's it going?
I mean,
man?
I can.
You're well.
I've got about 40 minutes, but I can.
Well, then you should, because I already streamed tonight, and I'm not double dipping tonight because I don't want an
Spin it up.
angry missus. Like I'm hanging out here. I might pop into yours for about 5 or 10, and then I'm probably gonna have to do that thing that I do. It's called being an adult. I hate
Yeah.
it, but I have to. So sleep is required in order to be an adult.
Get
Yeah.
some links out there.
Yeah, I normally start shutting down at about 8, which is why 8:30 is my normal time.
StreamYard link in chat
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
or in
In
private.
In private.
Yep.
And the YouTube link will go into
Yep.
public for those who want to join us.
Bad. Everything
Before-
lines up.
Nice. So,
So
Billy,
just go over the
thank
other
you.
StreamYard guy.
Yes.
thank you
Yep.
so
Click
much
the
for
StreamYard
joining us
link. Load
tonight.
the other one up. You'll see
Yep.
yourself in 2 places for a little bit, and you'll start
Yep.
to hear yourself in stereo. Don't get wigged out.
I'll mute you if you jump. Anyway, so
And thank you for joining. As you see, it is a madness, especially near the end.
Yes.
And again, I do this every Wednesday, starting at 7:30, unless something else has come up. You are open invitation anytime.
That is awesome because
To
this is
all of
really
the
really
streams.
fun. So thank you so much. I really enjoy streams. I'm getting myself anxious about making videos for YouTube, but the streams I love. So I would love to come back. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Justin, let me in.
I will once we're done with this, and then I have to hear everyone.
I haven't even clicked it yet. I'm just there. I'm waiting. But anyway,
Billy, I
yes,
have a
Miss
small
Billy,
fun fact.
it was
Yeah.
lovely to chat with you again, Miss
Oh, yeah.
Billy. I know
Fun
that
fact.
you've been chatting a lot lately with a lot of people in a lot of places because you've become very popular. So thank you for joining us in Zolan's
You gonna
Crazy
come over to
House of
Justin's
Wonders.
stream now?
I love it. I would love
Yes.
to. come back.
And Billy, if you have a few minutes and you want to pop over to Justin's, feel free. I'll throw it out there. I'll be that guy if you want to. But if you're busy, like you say you are, and I know you are, you
I have
fun, dear.
someone coming to pick me up, so
Oh,
I
give me
probably
this one.
can't. But I do invite me on again because this was really really fun.
We
name?
definitely will. And just keep an eye on Twitter because Justin and others, myself included, we like to tag a whole list of people when we start to go live. So we'll make sure to add you to those tags.
Awesome, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay.
Anyway,
Thank you,
quick fun
non-fam.
fact, but
Fun fact.
quick fun fact that when I started 3D printing, there was a guy from Brisbane who assisted me in learning what to do with my mono price at the time. So it's fun fact considering he's in your area. So
That's cool. What's his name?
Scott Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you know who he is. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Scott.
He's a motorcycle guy. So you might know him. Who knows?
Definitely.
Yeah, Billy
knows?
rides motorcycles in her spare
Hey,
time. It's
you
one of her
know?
hobbies.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
I
You never
don't
know.
know, though.
Z has to
Hello.
end. So
If it wasn't for the fact that she runs D&D games on Wednesdays, I would have a blacksmith in here. So
Okay, cool.
right.
That would
Here's
be
the guy.
really cool.
You just
Can
need
we
to
do
switch
another
to a
day
Thursday night.
with the blacksmith?
Yeah.
That's- yes.
Well, I can't.
Sorry, it's having issues focusing there.
Oh, maybe not.
No, who
Maybe I
knows?
don't know that person. I don't.
he definitely looks like an Australian.
Yeah. Not to say that there's a stereotype that goes along with being an Aussie, but
Oh, come on.
Do I look
the
like an
hat, the-
Australian?
I'm
No,
American.
that's the thing, you don't.
I learned all about Australia from Yahoo Serious. I mean, come on.
I learned everything I know about Australia from
And we all
Crocodile
drink
Dundee,
Fosters
so the
and,
hell with
yeah,
all y'all.
carry around knives.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
learned everything
Oh,
I
I
know about
watched
Australians from Monty Python.
Yes.
Yeah, for
Probably
me,
more accurate, to be honest. Than,
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
than
the
Then young Einstein. Oh, come on. Anyways, so
If you don't know the Philosopher's Drinking Song from Monty Python, please go look it up.
Yeah.
It's one of the greatest things ever.
So- you all
I'm rejected. I'm okay.
Okay, Zolan, sir.
Zolan's going to kick every
Thank you,
single
sir.
one of us. We don't shut
Zolan's
up.
gonna
Will I
kick us out.
leave? Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for
Goodbye.
an amazing
Yeah.
stream.
And
Enjoy
see
the
you-
rest
See
of
you
your
all
stream.
on my stream.
and see
See
you
you
all
next
next week.
time.
I'll see you all. The rest of you, I'll see over there.